Hello, my name is Mr. Roberts. I'm going to be your instructor for college algebra this semester. I want to go ahead and record a brief introductory video to navigating Folio, which is where you'll find all the course content for the semester. So when you log into Folio and click on the college algebra course, you'll be brought to the course homepage where you will find news announcements. Now, there are no news announcements at this point in time. However, when you go to check your folio on the first day of class, you should see an announcement for attendance verification. You want to go ahead and make sure to do that, otherwise you will get dropped from the course. Now, this won't become visible until this Wednesday, the official first day of the semester. So just kind of keep that in mind. I recommend you set a reminder on your phone to check it on the first day of class to do that attendance verification. If you scroll on down, you can go and see a content browser, and you'll see a calendar which shows upcoming due dates as well. And that's the course homepage. Besides the homepage, there's only two parts of Folio you need to be concerned about in the upper tabs. That's content and grades. It's really the only two things you need to click on. You can click on grades to, of course, see your grade in the course. So grades will be updated as they are uploaded, so you can always keep tabs on your grades. And besides grades, you'll want to check course content. So let's go ahead and click on over there. And on the left-hand side, you'll see that the course content is broken up into multiple modules. So for the first module, you will find, you can click on the little arrow and see the syllabus and the textbook. So the textbook is available free of charge. So you can click on them in the table of contents on the left. You can also use these little arrows over here to the right to navigate through the modules. So, of course, you have the course syllabus. So that will load here in just a second. And there it is. So there's the syllabus. So the syllabus will contain an outline of the course, required materials. So if you look at the required materials, you will need note-taking materials. You will need a non-graphing calculator, and you'll need some device with internet access for online homework. If you scroll down a little bit farther, you'll get a breakdown of the grades. So homework is worth 15% of your grade. In-class activities are worth 5%. Exams are 60%. A final exam is worth 20%. And there are extra credit opportunities. And details for all of those are discussed right here. And then you have, of course, the university attendance policy and additional policies there. And in the next tab, you will find the textbook, which is available free of charge. So if you want, you can view the textbook in your web browser, or you can click on these little dots right here. Where is it? Or I'm sorry, right here, the little cloud with the arrow, and you can download the textbook. Which if you are going to be referencing the textbook frequently, I recommend you download it and open it up in an Acrobat or PDF viewer. In the next content module, you will find some prerequisite videos. I recommend using the table of contents. These are all the prerequisite skills you need to know to be successful in college algebra. And they are organized in order of priority. So you really have to know how to factor, and you really need to know how to manipulate and solve multi-step equations. So if you are a little bit rusty on these things, I recommend you brush up on them. You will need them first week of the semester moving into lecture 1.1. In the next content module, you'll see some pencast tutorial videos. And these pencast tutorial videos will show you how to watch pencasts. So if you go down to the Unit 1 lectures and videos, I got all the lectures for Unit 1 posted in two formats. You can watch it on YouTube, or what I recommend, you can view it as a pencast. A pencast is an interactive PDF document with audio recordings, and you can click on the parts you want to listen to. If you want to know how to use the pencast most effectively, there's a pencast tutorial video. I'm not going to go over it in this video to try and keep this video somewhat short. But the Unit 1 homework is in its own module. So you have your very first homework assignment is due August 23rd. So we'll take a little sneak preview of that. When you click on a homework assignment, you will see a description. So this is this assignment's over the course policy in lecture 1.1. There's no time limit. You have unlimited attempts. And what's nice about this, retake incorrect questions. When you go to redo the assignment, the only questions visible will be the ones you got incorrect on previous attempts. So what's nice about this, most homework assignments, not all, but most homework assignments in this course You will start the assignment, you will complete the assignment and submit it. You get some questions right, you get some questions wrong. The questions you got wrong, you can redo the homework assignment, and when you redo it, you only have to redo the questions you got wrong. And you have unlimited attempts. So there's really no reason to not be getting 100% on every homework assignment, as long as you're beginning the homework assignments in a timely manner. Let's go ahead and take a quick peek. So again, unlimited time limit, unlimited attempts. So you can retry the homework assignment as many times as you want up until the due date. The due date's posted there. The due dates, generally speaking, are going to be the same as the availability date. So once you hit the due date, you will no longer be able to do the homework assignment. And you can see here the first handful of questions are based off that syllabus we just pulled up a few moments ago. So, what materials do you need for the course? Is the textbook available online? One thing we didn't discuss, what's the best way to contact me? The best way to contact me is email via your Georgia Southern University student email. It's the best way to contact me. So you want to go ahead and utilize that. How do the grade categories line up with respect to weights? And then, excuse me. And then we move on to lecture 1.1, material we'll cover in class. And here you'll just have a handful of equations to solve. Now, on Folio, when you are inputting your answers, you want to make sure to read the directions carefully. When you're solving equations in the class, you will never write x equals or anything to that effect. If the solution is numerical, you just type in the number. So if you think the answer is 9, you type in 9. If you think the answer is 31, you type in 31. That's it. So you won't write x equals blank. All you do is write just the number. If you think the answer is 3 halves, you can type in 3 divided by 2 with no spaces, and you get 3 halves. But once you are done, you will go ahead and submit it. So yeah, check that one in. And it'll post. And you'll get to see your grade. Now, I only got one question correct, that one about what's the best way to contact me. Now, I will say this, if you were to go and redo this homework assignment, you won't see the questions you got correct. The only questions you have to redo are the questions you got wrong. And they will stay the same. If it's multiple choice, the choices might get shuffled. But that is about it. There are some homework assignments that are a little bit different. Like you got this homework assignment, which comes a little bit later in the course. And if you look at the description, you can go ahead and start it. It says you have 2 attempts. Every now and then you have a homework assignment that has limited attempts. This is going to be the exception, not the norm. Most normal homework assignments will have infinite attempts. But that's how you access the homework. The last thing I'll say about the homework is the homework labeling system matches up with the lectures. So homework 1.1 comes from all of the material from lecture 1.1. Homework 1.2 comes from all the material covered in lecture 1.2. You can see homework 1.3 and 1.4, that'll be from lecture 1.3 and 1.4. So it makes it easy to find any resources should you need them. But I think that kind of covers the course intro and how to navigate Folio. I look forward to seeing you in class, and I hope you have a wonderful day.